Synchronicity is one of the most fascinating concepts developed by Carl Jung, describing events that occur simultaneously but without a direct causal relationship. Unlike the traditional notion of cause and effect, Jung suggested that internal events, such as thoughts or emotions, and external events, like occurrences in the physical world, can be connected through a causal principle, which he called synchronicity. These meaningful coincidences reveal a pattern that transcends logic and offer us a glimpse into an interconnection between mind and matter. Jung argued that the human psyche is not confined to time and space, but rather interacts with the universe in subtle and complex ways. When synchronicity occurs, it feels as if the universe is in harmony with what is happening within our minds, reflecting desires, fears, or intuitions that echo in everyday events. In other words, synchronicity suggests that the psyche and the external world are interconnected on a deep, almost invisible level, and that individuals, in significant moments, can experience this union as a meaningful coincidence. By introducing this concept, Jung opened a new perspective for understanding how psychic phenomena and life events intertwine. Synchronicity, then, shows us that the external reality can mirror our internal processes, and that the cosmos, at critical moments, seems to respond to our psychic journey with clues and signs that guide us. This relationship between mind and world is a powerful reminder that the human psyche is part of something greater, a universal energetic field that transcends the boundaries of rationality. One of the most iconic examples of synchronicity reported by Jung is the case of the golden scarab. During a therapy session, a patient recounted a dream in which she received a golden scarab as a gift. While discussing the dream, something unexpected happened. An insect struck the window of Jung's office. He opened the window, and to both their surprise, the insect that flew in was a scarab, a beetle of the species Sitonia aurata, whose metallic gold color resembled the scarab described in the patient's dream. This event had a profound impact on the patient, as she was at a critical point of resistance to the treatment. The scarab, in Egyptian mythology, symbolizes rebirth and transformation, and Jung believed that this coincidence was a reflection of the patient's need for inner change. The synchronicity between the dream and the real event opened an emotional door that allowed the therapeutic process to move forward. This case is a clear example of the Hermetic principle of correspondence, which states, "As above, so below, as within, so without." The symbolism of the dream found its correspondence in the material world, revealing an interconnection between the psyche's internal events and external manifestations. Jung used this experience to demonstrate that reality can align with unconscious contents in ways that transcend causality, showing that the universe is more mysterious and intricate than we often realize. Carl Jung proposed that synchronicity is a manifestation of the connection between the human psyche and the external world, reflecting a correspondence that goes beyond traditional laws of cause and effect. According to Jung, there are moments when events in the physical world seem to respond to internal states, such as emotions or thoughts, so that a meaningful coincidence occurs without a clear causal relationship. These events are evidence that the external reality and internal psychic processes are deeply interconnected. He believed that when we experience synchronicity, we are touching upon a larger reality, where the objective and subjective worlds meet. This meeting point reveals a hidden order that governs both mind and matter, suggesting that the psyche participates in a broader network of meaning. Synchronicity is, therefore, a bridge between the internal and external, challenging the notion that the mind is something isolated and disconnected from the environment. Instead, Jung invites us to see the psyche as a dynamic field that interacts with the universe in mysterious ways, bringing about coincidences that can illuminate the path of life and offer guidance in critical moments. The first type of synchronicity that Jung described is one that functions as an alert or warning. These synchronicities often arise during times of emotional tension or transition, when an important decision needs to be made. It is as if the universe sends signals that warn us of imminent danger or the need to reconsider a path. These meaningful coincidences often manifest as unexpected events or patterns that draw a person's attention to something they may not be aware of. A typical example is when someone is about to make a wrong choice, and a series of strange events or coincidences occurs, forcing a pause and reevaluation. These moments can save us from hasty decisions, opening space for a new perspective. Alert synchronicities do not necessarily predict the future in a clear way, but serve as subtle calls for the person to be more aware of their surroundings and choices. They can arise through repeated signs, like constantly seeing the same word, number, or symbol, indicating that something important needs to be noticed before moving forward. The Hermetic principle of vibration states that nothing rests, everything moves, everything vibrates. According to this concept, everything in the universe, including our thoughts and emotions, vibrates at a certain frequency. This idea directly connects to the first type of synchronicity, alerts and warnings, because a person's internal vibration can attract certain events or signs from the external world that resonate with their emotional and mental state. When a person is in a state of heightened emotional vibration, whether positive or negative, they become more receptive to meaningful coincidences that correspond to that state. In moments of distress or tension, for example, internal vibration can tune in to external events that serve as warnings or alerts, helping the person avoid impulsive decisions or dangerous paths. Likewise, when we are balanced and energetically aligned, we attract synchronicities that facilitate progress and guide us with greater clarity. These vibrational coincidences can be subtle, like repeatedly encountering certain words or symbols, or they can be dramatic, like events that abruptly interrupt an action, forcing a pause. This alignment between internal vibration and external manifestations reinforces the idea that we are in constant interaction with the universe, and that paying attention to our personal frequency is essential for navigating the signs life sends us. The second type of synchronicity is one that brings a sense of confirmation. It occurs to validate that we are on the right path, whether in important decisions or in personal development processes. When a confirmation synchronicity arises, it acts as a kind of green light from the universe, indicating that the choices made are aligned with the journey of spiritual and emotional growth. These moments of confirmation can manifest in various ways. Unexpected encounters with people, objects, or information that reaffirm a recent decision, or situations that reinforce the confidence that the chosen path is the correct one. These synchronicities offer a sense of security and inner peace that suggests we are following the natural flow of life. Though often subtle, this type of synchronicity is powerful as it allows us to move forward with greater confidence. It acts as positive reinforcement from the universe, reminding us that there is a correspondence between our intentions, actions, and the world around us, and that we are aligned with a higher purpose. The Hermetic principle of gender states that all things possess both masculine and feminine essences, which must be in balance to achieve harmony and fulfillment. This concept does not refer to biological gender, but rather to archetypal energies. The masculine is associated with logic, reason, and action, while the feminine is related to intuition, receptivity, and emotion. In confirmation synchronicities, this principle plays a fundamental role. When we are balanced between these two internal forces, we are able to make decisions more harmoniously, guided by both logic and intuition. Synchronicity in this case emerges as a confirmation that we are integrating these opposing aspects in a healthy way. For example, an individual who balances reason with sensitivity when making an important decision may find synchronicities that confirm the validity of their choice. This internal balance between the masculine and feminine allows us to act assertively while also staying connected to the natural flow of life. This inner harmony paves the way for synchronicities to serve as guides, signaling that we are in tune with our internal energies and the universe around us. The third type of synchronicity appears as omens or prophetic signs, often bringing important messages to guide decisions or warn of potential dangers. Unlike synchronicities that confirm a past or present action, these have a premonitory nature, revealing what may be on the horizon. These signs can emerge in various forms, from striking dreams to repeated patterns in daily life, such as encountering the same person or seeing the same number multiple times. In many cases, these omens are not easily understood when they occur, but become clearer later as the context of a situation unfolds. They act as clues from the unconscious or the universe itself, offering guidance for the future. To interpret these more subtle synchronicities, it is essential to be in tune with intuition, as they often carry significant messages that can influence future decisions or warn of unexpected events. This type of perception requires deep attention to details and an openness to the unknown, allowing the person to adjust their choices and prepare for important transformations. In this context, dreams play a crucial role, especially when they appear as omens or prophetic signs. For Jung, dreams are a direct form of communication between the unconscious and the conscious mind, often using symbols that anticipate future events or reveal deep psychic truths. These phenomena are directly connected to the Hermetic principle of correspondence, which states that what happens in the inner realm is reflected in the outer realm, and vice versa. Thus, signs and dreams can be seen as symbolic reflections of external realities, facilitating understanding and preparation for future challenges. These dream synchronicities occur when the symbols and messages in dreams later manifest in the external world, creating a bridge between the inner world and reality. Premonitory dreams, for example, are common reports of prophetic synchronicity, where the dreamed events eventually come true or provide guidance on how to act in a given situation. These dreams can bring recurring symbols that, when they appear in waking life, serve as warnings or confirmations of something important. By paying attention to the symbolic details in dreams, we are able to grasp messages that often escape logical perception while awake. For this reason, Jung emphasized the importance of keeping a dream journal and reflecting on their meanings, as they often contain the most profound and revealing synchronicities of our journey. The fourth type of synchronicity occurs when a desire or thought manifests in reality. This type of meaningful coincidence shows how our thoughts and intentions can, in some way, shape the world around us, bringing forth exactly what we were seeking or needing. These manifestation events often arise when a person is intensely focused on a goal or idea, and suddenly, external circumstances seem to align for that desire to materialize. Whether it's the arrival of an unexpected opportunity, meeting the right person at the perfect time, or achieving a personal goal, manifestation synchronicity reflects the creative power of the mind. These events do not happen by chance. Jung believed that by deeply connecting with our inner intentions, there is a natural correspondence between what we mentally project and what the universe offers us. Manifestation is therefore a form of synchronicity that demonstrates the power of the psyche to interact with the cosmos, turning thoughts and desires into tangible realities. This idea aligns directly with the Hermetic principle of mentalism, which states that the all is mind, the universe is mental. This principle suggests that everything in the universe originates from the mind, meaning our thoughts and intentions shape reality. Just as Jung observed the correspondence between what we project internally and what the universe reflects back to us, mentalism explains that the external world is a projection of our mind, and the meaningful coincidences we experience are direct reflections of our own perceptions and desires. When a manifestation synchronicity occurs, it demonstrates the mind's ability to create realities. By focusing our attention and energy on a specific desire, we end up attracting events that resonate with that intention. This process may seem almost magical, but it is the expression of the principle that our thoughts not only influence our perception, but also have the power to materialize in the physical world. Therefore, mentalism reminds us that we are co-creators of our reality, and that being conscious of our mental and emotional patterns is fundamental to attracting positive synchronicities. By aligning the mind with what we desire, we create favorable conditions for the universe to respond, bringing into existence what we seek. The fifth type of synchronicity manifests in the form of unexpected opportunities, also known as serendipities. This type of synchronicity happens when doors open in surprising ways, often at very important moments in life, providing new possibilities and directing the person toward paths they may not have considered. Serendipity is characterized by the accidental discovery of something valuable or relevant, such as finding the solution to a problem or receiving a job offer at the exact moment when a change is needed. These timely coincidences seem to result from a conspiracy between the universe and our inner desires or needs, placing the right conditions in the right place at the right time. While it may seem random, opportunity synchronicity often arises when we are open to the unexpected and in tune with our life goals. When we are attentive and receptive, we are able to recognize these opportunities and make the most of them, allowing the natural flow of life to guide us to new horizons and discoveries. To identify and take advantage of synchronicities, it is essential to maintain sharp awareness. Being mindful of the small details and subtleties of everyday life allows us to recognize these meaningful coincidences that might otherwise go unnoticed. Synchronicity can manifest discreetly, like a comment overheard by chance or an unexpected encounter. But these signs require full attention to be captured. Often, synchronicities occur amid routine, while the mind is scattered or focused on trivial concerns. In this state, it is easy to ignore the universe's signals. However, by practicing mindfulness and staying present in the moment, we increase our sensitivity to the subtle connections between our thoughts and the external world. This active awareness puts us in tune with the messages life sends, allowing us to better take advantage of the opportunities and guidance that emerge through these coincidences. Developing this perception requires practice and patience. By carefully observing the events around us, we become better prepared to notice and interpret the synchronicities that can help us make decisions more aligned with our inner journey. Keeping a journal or log of synchronicities is one way to understand how these events impact life. By documenting significant coincidences, repeated patterns, and small signs that occur over time, it is possible to reflect on their connections and see how the universe is communicating in subtle ways. The practice of logging allows one to organize events and interpret them more clearly. Often, synchronicities may seem isolated or insignificant at first glance, but when reviewed together, they reveal a more cohesive and profound narrative. Additionally, writing about these coincidences helps develop attention and sensitivity, making it easier to recognize them in the future. This exercise also promotes a broader view of synchronicities, enabling a person to understand how they influence decisions, direct the course of life, and offer insights into their own psychic state. By reflecting on the records, patterns often emerge that indicate moments of transition, personal growth, or spiritual guidance. The absence of synchronicities may be a sign that we are living in a disconnected state on autopilot. When we go through our days without paying attention to life's nuances or reflecting on our emotions and thoughts, the universe's signals may seem distant or non-existent. The lack of these meaningful coincidences can, therefore, reflect a state of alienation or disconnection from the natural flow of life. However, the absence of synchronicities does not always indicate something negative. In some cases, it may reflect an internal connection so deep and balanced that external guidance becomes unnecessary. The psyche, then, may be so aligned with the right path that it does not need external reminders to adjust. On the other hand, when we live mechanically, without questioning our choices or behavior patterns, the lack of synchronicities can serve as a wake-up call to seek greater awareness. Paying attention to our inner life and actions in the world is crucial for re-establishing that connection, allowing synchronicities to flow once again as subtle guides on our journey. Therefore, we can relate the Hermetic principle of rhythm to synchronicities and the flow of life. This principle states that everything in the universe has its cycles, its tides, which ebb and flow. Just as natural events follow predictable rhythms, our lives are also governed by ups and downs, phases of action, and introspection. Synchronicities, when perceived and understood, help us navigate these rhythms more fluidly and consciously. Being aligned with the rhythm of life means understanding that there are appropriate moments to move forward and others to pull back. Periods of uncertainty and clarity. Synchronicities appear to guide us during these important moments, suggesting that there is an order influencing both our internal processes and external events. By adjusting to this cycle, we can handle challenges and seize opportunities more balanced and confidently. As we become more aware of life's rhythm and more open to the meaningful coincidences the universe sends us, we gain a deeper understanding of our role in this vast interconnected system. The result is a life lived with more presence, purpose, and alignment with the larger forces that surround us. Synchronicity, as proposed by Jung, shows us that the universe is in constant interaction with our minds, connecting internal and external events in meaningful ways. By recognizing and understanding these events, we can make more conscious decisions and be better prepared for life's challenges and opportunities, keeping in tune with the natural flow of things. Now that you understand the 5 types of synchronicities and their relationship with Hermetic principles, observe the coincidences that arise in your daily life and reflect on what they might be indicating. To explore more about how synchronicity can impact your life, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share your experiences.